Hi everyone! I'm Bella,
And I'm Natasha.
and today we'll be talking about friends, about people that prey on your downfall, and how to be aware of your surroundings.
I think people you surround yourself with, they have a huge impact on like how you act or how you think, even like what things you do. I don't know, like
Even
it's
how you present yourself, because
yeah.
people really they influence everything. And when people say that the five people you surround yourself with are the reflection of who you are, I feel like that really resonates with me
Mhm.
because you really start picking up on their behavior. So let's say they go out and drink all the time, or they are not disciplined, you won't be either because you kind of normalize it and you think it's normal. And it's really not motivating. That's why I believe that you should always be around people that inspire you, or people that you see are bettering themselves, and kind of maybe stay away from people that are not very motivating, or people that are not really changing, or they just talk about it but they don't act on those thoughts and on those beliefs.
Oh my gosh, so well said.
Thank you.
It's I think it was also written in the book 48 Laws of Power
Mm-hmm.
to avoid the unhappy and unlucky people because misery loves company, and people that are unhappy and they usually do not want to change, so they want to drag you down with them. They want you to suffer the same way they suffer, and I think it's really like a big red flag when you see these people. You can recognize them by the thing that they're always like complaining about but never finding a solution for it. They're like always having something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
They're hating on everyone, and they're never positive. Like there's not one thing in their life that they're like grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you surround yourself with people like this, then it's literally the way you're going to be.
Mm-hmm. I also have written the same kind of thing to
Mm-hmm.
beware of exactly people that self pity, people that hate themselves, have
Oh.
strong self hatred, people that constantly talk negatively about themselves, about people around them, about situations they find themselves in, and really just about everything in their life. It could be grades, looks, body, friends, other
Oh.
friends, their lives, their personal lives. It could be anything. And this is something to really note in your brain and really take it as a red flag, to really distance yourself from these people, because they really, as you said it beautifully, that these people only want to drag you down. They don't want to better themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They only find company or this feeling of empathy from people that are in the same headspace, people
Yeah.
that hate themselves, because they will never thrive on being happy or on being successful or on being positive, because they can't do that, because they're reflecting of who they are
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Yeah. I mean, wow. That was just so great. But like, yeah, such true words. And also, usually people that drag you down, they usually see you as a competition.
So
Uh,
true.
yeah, because like those people, they never want to see you be better, so they drag you down and they want you to be as miserable as them. And then you say, like, oh, I want to change. Suddenly they're all like stressed out because they see that person in the same position as they are is going to get better and is
Mhm.
going to get prettier, smarter, more
Mhm.
successful, and they instantly get scared.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I've noticed this when like people that compete with you, they really get scared and they laugh at you, or like they, I don't know,
They
manipulate you, or
right,
like
or they point out, every time you do something wrong, they
mhm.
really point it out.
Mhm.
Even if it's something small, you say something and it's incorrect, and they will point it out, like, oh, like you said this incorrectly, by the way, like you're dumb, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like they really kind of laugh at you, and every time you don't succeed they kind of take it as an opportunity for them to be better,
Yeah.
and they can't see themselves as their like own competition. Like they only compete with other people, not with
Mhm.
themselves. And I feel like this is also really important to kind of realize that you know a friend or true friend not based on how they react to your failures,
Yeah.
but based on how they react to your successes.
Oh, 100%.
Because again, as we like you said it as well, unhappy people, they will only thrive on an unhappy and really like sad thoughts. And every time they see you succeed they will either change the subject or not comment on it. They will just say,
Mhm.
oh, I'm happy for you, or they won't maybe talk to you, they will not congratulate you. Like it's such I know it's maybe hard to realize it because at first you're like maybe they're unhappy because they didn't succeed, but most of the times it's, let's say you write a test, right? And you they get a bad grade and you get a good grade. And you think, oh, maybe they're sad or unhappy or they don't congratulate me because they didn't get a good grade. But it's kind of the opposite,
Yeah.
I feel like.
I think that people that are always like in competition with you,
Mm-hmm.
they never fully focus on themselves.
Mm-mm.
So they're not really sad about their bad grade, they're just sad that you have a better grade.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I used to be a bit like I also used to see some people as a competition when I
Mm-hmm.
was a little younger, and I remember that even though I had like a good grade and my friend had better, I always felt like, oh no, she has a better grade.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, what really is your goal? Like, you're trying to get somewhere, maybe accepted into some school or maybe get a better job. Are those people like, I don't know, those people at the top of the field you want to get into, are
Mm-hmm.
they going to look at how many people in your classroom had better grade than you, or are they going to look at what grades you had?
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just something really to focus on.
Right.
Like, what's your goal? Is your goal to be like the best you can be, to answer every question right so you can get better grade than you had like next time, or
Mm-hmm.
is your goal to had 1% more than your friend, even though it may mean like getting a C or D, but
Mm-hmm.
still you have something better than them.
Right. This is really important to really, as you said, kind of, it really stems from not comparing yourself
Mm-hmm.
at all, believing in what you can do. And as you said, you want to get better grade from what you had last time, and you don't want to have a better grade than your friend had last time. Like
Yeah.
it's really this like interesting dynamic, and I understand it because when I was younger I feel like I was also the same thing because
Mm-hmm.
you always, even in school I feel like the teachers would compare people, and it puts
Yes.
this bug into your brain like, oh, maybe I should be looking like around and seeing who's better and who's worse and who I can beat and who
Mm-hmm.
I can, whatever. But as you grow older I feel like it's really important to take a note of this and really just realize that that's not how life works, and you are your only competition, and other people just exist, and they are living their lives, you're living your life.
Yeah. I mean, usually people who compete with you, they have this like limited belief,
Mhm.
because I think that we all go through something in our lives,
Mhm.
and I see this sometimes in older people who maybe went through something in the history, that they usually think that there's not enough for everyone. Like, oh, two friends that are trying to get to the same school. Well, I hope you're not both planning to go because there's
Right.
only one place there.
Right.
Like,
This is
no,
what
it's not.
that's such a stupid thing to say, and I've heard it even like from people our age, which
Mhm.
is crazy because I had this one situation in where like the same thing, like we were talking about someone and they're like, oh, these six friends are applying to the same school, they're not gonna get accepted. And I was like, why wouldn't they get accepted? It's about the work you put in. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether they're friends or not.
They're not accepting 3 people, they're accepting like, I don't know, 50 or
Right.
100 or 200. I don't know how
500
many.
maybe.
Yeah.
They're not, and also like it's so stupid. They're not like, we will only accept 3 people out of the 6 friends that applied. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it works. They'll accept all the people that
Got the
The-
great score.
right,
Like,
the best score. Like, those are the people that are gonna get accepted. It doesn't matter whether they're friends or not. It really just doesn't matter. It's so stupid. And yes, as you said, like, it's also really, like, it happens often in people in like these older generations,
yeah.
because they had it maybe slightly different, and they can't really find a way to understand the newer ways.
Yeah, these people really think that there's not enough for everyone. Like, you wanna get a better job, but there's ton of people who are doing so much more than you. Like,
Right.
you have no chance. You are not competing against other people. You are trying to be the best you can be, and
Mhm.
with the best version of yourself, you're trying to get somewhere.
Right.
Like, it's not, I want to be
right.
better than everyone. You cannot be better than
Right,
everyone.
because everyone is on their own journey, everyone's
Yeah.
on their own way in their life, and it's stupid to even like think of it as like a competition, because some people started working towards their dream job maybe at 12. Some people
Yeah.
started at 30, or some people started at 18. And then when you apply to the same school, you can't even like compare with these people, because obviously there are people that started later, people that started earlier, and that's okay, and everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to accept it like that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another thing that I have written is that watch out or be beware of friends that hate when you look good, when you present yourself beautifully, and they come with like a backhanded compliment of like, oh, like, who are you trying to impress here? Or, oh, why are you
these
dressing up to
people-
school? It's none of your business. I'm dressing up for myself.
These people
Literally.
are insecure, and I
They-
hate insecure people.
I hate
If
them.
you're insecure, get help. Like,
But
But
really,
really-
get help.
really, like, get better. Like, these insecure people trying to bring other people down. I do not even have the words for it.
Right.
Like, are you mentally ill?
They are mentally ill.
They really be mentally ill.
Right.
Like,
It's an illness. It really is, like, being insecure. Like, I understand that, again, it kind of goes with the comparison from like young age, but this is something that you should see in yourself, and you have to really understand it and be like, this is my problem and I need to fix it. You can't
Yeah.
live with it, because there's a lot of people that also talk about their problems and then they go, well, that's just who I am. No, that's not who you are. You
Oh.
are meant to change. You're meant to better yourself,
evolve,
evolve,
maybe.
and don't complain.
If
Don't
the-
complain
really.
all the time. Like, it's not that deep, really.
If the first fish on earth said, "Oh, that's just the way I am," we would not be what we are today.
Right.
Because
right.
we would not evolve.
Right, literally. Monkeys running around the jungle and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, if someone is trying to bring you down and with these ugly comments on how you look, just do not hang out with them. Why are you hanging out with them? Why are you still like texting them? Why? Just they're
Right.
not your friends. Your friends want to see you succeed.
Period.
Your friends want to see you win. They want to see you look the best. I love when I see my friends, and I love to see them look like a goddess.
Right.
I love to see them getting the best grades, getting the best job, and then so much money. I love to see them succeed and win in life. Like, why would I benefit from having ugly friends who
Right.
do not care about themselves,
Literally.
who wear ugly things and I don't know, never learn anything. Why would I even want to hang out with these people?
Right. Like, really understanding that those people are not your friends, it kind of helps to really shift your mindset, kind of, or shift your view, like how you view them. Because, like, really, like, these people, they're just so insecure, and they really just try to find people that they can bring down. Again, we talked about this
Mm-hmm.
again and again. Really, just they hate seeing people succeed. They hate having friends that do well, and it's really an illness. And like, go away from them. Like,
Yeah.
there's honestly, I don't think there's much to say here. Really, just see their behavior. If they're not happy for your successes, if they're only negative, if they comment mean things, leave. Literally leave. Like, those are not your friends. Like, friends
Yeah.
are not meant to act like that. No, they're not moody. No, they're not an Aquarius. No, they're not whatever. Like, they're just stupid, and they are not healing, and that's truly the only thing you should be looking at. Literally, like, there's no help. Like, if they won't help themselves, there's no help, so really move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and it's really this, like, sometimes a healed person finds a wounded soul, or how to say it,
Mm-hmm.
and they may feel like a savior, like
Mm-hmm.
they're in the role, like, of a person who can help them with their life. But if you want to be like two friends in an equal friendship,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna work. First, because you're not a savior, and
Right.
second, those people need to fix themselves.
Right.
It's a work they have to do themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
cannot, like, you can maybe like help them, like, oh, this is what you can do, but if they do not do it,
Right.
it's not your job.
This is also, yes, that's a beautiful thing to say, but you can see it in people that just run their mouths and speak about them wanting to change, but they never do. They don't do anything in order to change. And it happens a lot because change is hard, and people don't like to change. People like to be
Yeah.
comfortable. And you have to understand that when they only talk about it, like, words have no meaning unless you put actions to them. Like, I can tell, you know what, I will go swimming this weekend, but if I actually don't pick myself up and if I walk to the swimming pool, unless I do that, I won't be able to go swimming this weekend. And it's the same thing with everything else. Really watch what people say and how they act, and I feel like that's, like, also
Mm-hmm.
one of the most important things.
Yeah, and also, what I really think is like an important thing with friends is to realize like kind of a level of friendship do you
Mm-hmm.
have, because there are people that you maybe feel more comfortable talking
Mm-hmm.
to, and they may
Mm-hmm.
be people who you think are friends, but they really do not see you as friends. Then
Mm-hmm.
you may get hurt because they really do not care about your personal problems or
Right.
something. So really just do not romanticize people. Yeah, that's
Don't.
the main thing. If you
Mm-hmm.
romanticize the people you hang out with, or even the people you date,
Mm-hmm.
then you see, oh my gosh, they are such good friends. They care about me so much. They love me, and they do this and this. In their mind, maybe you're just their classmate, and you're ranting to them about
Literally.
all your family problems and what you had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Then they become maybe annoyed with you, and then you feel like, oh my gosh, I am unlovable. People do not like me being me. Maybe I should stop being authentic and like
Mm-hmm.
put a mask over my
Mm-hmm.
face and be someone else, but really like find people who you understand
Mm-hmm.
and who understand you, and not like just some random person who you romanticize into being
Right.
your dream soulmate.
Right. Your
Because
twin flame, your soulmate, your whatever, soul tie, whatever.
oh
Like, all these things, like, I would really avoid using any of them with
yes,
any of your friends or relationships, because it kind of takes away from the actual beauty of a good relationship, because if it's good, you know it's good, and you don't have to label it with
Mm-hmm.
she's my soulmate. Like, no, you know your relationship together, you know you understand each other. And again, as you said, like finding really people that you really vibe with, like you vibe on the same level, you have a good high
Mm-hmm.
vibration. They, let's say if there's something something bad that happens to you, they listen to you, they
Yeah.
help you, they give you advice maybe, and then they try to bring your mood up. Like those are really the people that you should be, or not should be, it's everyone's free will to hang out with whoever, but it's gonna make your life much easier, kind of seeing really people that are optimistic and people that see life as something more of an, oh my gosh, I'm gonna complain about this and this and this in life, I hate
Yeah.
life. It's really important because those people, they take the spark out of you, and then you really start, as you said, you start questioning yourself, and you really think that you should not be as authentic because they don't understand me, and maybe the whole world doesn't understand me, but maybe that's not how I'm supposed to be. And you really start asking yourself these questions, and it really just damages your
Yeah.
brain. So it's bad both ways. Sorry.
No, but like I know so many people that tell you like these stories about how they had a friend that always talked and talked about their problems,
Mm-hmm.
and when they started to talk like, oh, actually I have this problem, they were like, okay, I'm so sorry, but I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot talk right now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bye. Like there are people out there who are treating you as a therapist. You are
Mm-hmm.
not a therapist, you're not a
Right.
savior, you're not, you're their friend who is supposed to like,
You can give them advice, you can
yeah,
try and help them, but the actual like work, again, like it's on them. Like
yeah.
you can be a support system, you can be, you got this, you can go through it, but if they don't do anything, it's a
Mhm.
waste of time. Like you're not, again, as you said it perfectly, you're not a therapist, you're not a savior, you're not Jesus, and you're not
You're really
a
not.
paid therapist. Like you're a friend.
Yeah. And also like with what you like said, the twin flames and
Mm-hmm.
soulmates and stuff, I think it really gives like the label that you said, like
Mm-hmm.
if you give something a label, then maybe it is like even harder to get away from it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because the thing I realized,
Mm-hmm.
it's like everywhere nowadays, but
Mm-hmm.
people outgrow their versions and
Mm-hmm.
they move forward,
Right.
and in some friendships or relationships the other person doesn't grow as fast, or they grow into a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think like, oh, we're soulmates and we're twin flames and we should be forever together because of this soul tie that ties us together, no, you're not. People come and go because they come into your life to teach you a lesson, to make
Mm-hmm.
your life more lovable or
Right.
like laughable. They help you with stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but then they go because you move forward.
Right.
And sometimes they don't go because they go with you. But sometimes they
Right.
don't go. They stay in the same place, or they go,
A different way, maybe.
yeah.
Yes, you said it so beautifully. Again,
Thank you.
really just it's so hard, honestly, understanding friendships these days, because again, like sometimes it's really this conflict in, like inside of you,
Mhm.
of like, I put this label on it, they're my twin flame, but I don't vibe with them anymore. So are they my twin flame? And it really creates this conflict. But rather, just having friends and understanding that you grew differently than them, it helps to really let go and move on
Yeah.
much more easily, again,
Mhm.
because the label, it's a big thing. And also, putting label onto something sometimes kind of like the thing can't grow. If you put a label on it, that's what it is, and it won't grow.
Yeah.
And it's so, I think it's really just like a waste of time. Like you can really use your time differently
Yeah.
and really invest in your friendship rather than thinking of, oh, is this my twin flame, is this my soulmate? Like, no, like, talk to them, make new friends, or
Yeah.
invest in your friendship, but don't only base the whole thing on one word
Yeah.
if it has no meaning, you know.
Mhm.
Also, another thing, it's like a
Mhm.
small thing, but I try to carry an evil eye around me at like pretty much all the time.
Yeah,
Because it really helps with negativity and
it
the
does.
because a lot of people, they really put these truly like evil eyes on you, like they try to act as friends, or they try to act like they're helping you or whatever, they're complimenting you, but they're really sending this really really negative
Mhm.
vibration towards you, and having that evil eye is kind of a way to also like protect yourself, and it's just like a nice symbol to have around you. So if
Yeah.
you believe in something like that, I feel like that's really beautiful
Mhm.
to carry around.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Mhm. Yeah, also with friends, I think that this is like really important. Like, it is so like essential to have good friends who like are happy for you when you succeed, but also when something goes badly in your life, if you fail at something, they should be there for you. They
mhm.
should listen to you. They should like be a comfort person for you,
Right.
and they definitely should support you with
Mhm.
like the things you do. I'm not saying like that they should go with everything like, yeah, you're the best. Okay, you cheated, but you are the best. He asked for
Right.
it or something like
Right.
that.
Stupid.
Yeah, but like friends who are there for you and with like the things you do in life along the way,
Mhm.
they're the best.
Right. Like really finding your support system, and people that help you maybe find solutions, and
Mhm.
people that also like offer help and are really helpful if you need help, even with like day-to-day things like homework, like you don't understand
Yeah.
homework and they offer to help you. Like those are really just, I'm talking about like real like friends you have an actual connection with, because there's a lot of people I would help with homework with that I'm not friends with.
Yeah.
So of course there are levels to it, but yeah, just finding just someone you can trust, and someone you
Mhm.
can just believe in, and someone who
Yeah.
believes in you.
And also, if your friends are bad, leave them. Do not be afraid to be alone. I
Mhm.
know it's hard and I know it's really scary, even like leaving a partner if you're in a
Mhm.
relationship or something, because you're used to them and you maybe even like them, but you see that they're not good for you. They do
Mhm.
like mean bad things to
Mhm.
you. You could be treated like 100 times better. Leave these people. Get to know yourself, like have a good friendship and relationship with yourself,
Mhm.
and find the love in yourself and love the time you spend being alone.
Mhm. Because it's always better to be alone than being in a
Yeah.
company of people that don't support you and are
They
mean and
if they don't support you, they literally like drag you down. It's one way or
right,
up or down. So if they're
right,
bad, you're not moving forward.
right. Like you can either accept
Yeah.
just sinking down as Titanic, or you can go up, you know, and
Yeah.
find new friends. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough. Because no one likes to be alone, you know. We as
Mhm.
humans are very social,
We
and we like to,
crave connection.
we do crave connection, but it's okay to struggle for a while, and to, or struggle, you're gonna struggle at first, but then you really realize that it was a blessing that you left them, because you
Yeah.
got to know yourself, as you said,
Mhm.
you understand yourself better, and you connect with people on your level, because you
Mhm.
usually connect people, or people that are like in a close relationship, they usually mirror who you are.
Yeah.
So if you're on a better level, they will mirror you and be on that level as
Yeah.
well.
And even like if you're afraid like where am I going to find friends? I also used to think like that. Like, oh
Mhm.
my gosh, my friends are going to leave me or I'm going to leave them because they're not good.
Mhm.
Where am I going to find new friends? They're not people like standing outside my house. I want to be friend.
Right.
But the saying get out of your house
Right.
it's so true. Like I got out and I went to some class, like yoga class, Pilates, like anything.
Mm-hmm.
I went there the first time. I made like 3 friends,
Right.
connections. We just switched like phone numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and from there you can go on and on, go
Right.
to
You
other
can
classes.
text
Yeah.
with them. You can ask them to go out or something.
Mhm.
And like as you said, like just leave your house.
Yeah, go somewhere. Go
Find a hobby because
Mhm.
that's what also connects people.
Hobby connects
Hobbies.
people. Yeah.
Right.
Ah.
So
Is there anything else? Cause like I feel.
I think that's everything for today.
Thank you
So,
guys so much for
thank
listening.
you.
I thank you, Bella, because you look so good, and my
I
eyes are
thank
just
you.
blessed
No.
that they can look at you.
You're
I'm so sorry,
sweet.
you guys. You
You're
cannot
so
see
sweet.
Bella right now.
I'm sorry you can't
You're-
see Natasha right now. She's gorgeous.
You're
Drop
missing
dead
out.
gorgeous. No, I'm so thankful. I'm so happy you came and visited, and
Oh,
we were
thank
able
you.
to, share some wisdom
Oh,
amongst other people. So thank you so much for today's episode, and
yeah.
we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.